Hello everyone. So hopefully this is a quick video, and as you see, I'm able to use my phone. Um, so if this is your first video, you might want to go look at my other ones to know what I'm talking about. Alright, so my journey, as I tell y'all all the time, it's not an easy one, but I make it easy. So probably about like a month ago, I talked about how through this journey, how can I say it? When y'all listen to me, I talk in my reality, okay? It's my reality that talks, and my spirit will chime in here and there while I talk in tongues or different things. However, if not mistaken, I told y'all how the old spirit of me, I had to release. I had to let go. And throughout this journey, I had created a new spirit. And basically how I was able to create that new spirit was by watching the old spirit and what it was doing, and took the positives out of negative situations and put it all into and generated a new spirit. Okay, so when it came to the leaks, when they was doing torturing on my old spirit, that's the reason why I was still able to do a lot of things in the world, because even though they had a hold onto my old spirit, my new spirit that I created was able to continue doing certain things. So that's why a lot of stuff was, how can I say, a lot of y'all was like, how in the world she was able to do this and do that, okay? So what I ended up had to do, it was eventually, when I came through this awakening, even though my spirit that y'all had tortured came through the awakening as well, I had to release that spirit, because that spirit was pissed. That spirit was super pissed. That spirit is the spirit that's supposed to be controlling me. However, due to me creating a spirit that was more on a positive note to keep me in alignment, in a high frequency, it was more powerful where it couldn't control my body. Okay, it could still control everything else, but it couldn't control me. So, as I told you, when it comes to me and Ye, we are connected because we are twin flames. We're soulmates. He's my kingdom spouse. And as eventually he'll tell y'all the truth too. If not, but because of our connection, that spirit is still attached to him. So even though I had released that spirit from me, no different than all you elites and family members, as y'all notice that my energy has been taken away from y'all. Once I stopped talking to people, that's how the energy was disconnected. Y'all don't have access through my kids because they're protected. So the only source y'all can communicate through me was through family or friends. That was it. And then sometimes y'all could chime in through thoughts. But because I was able to control those thoughts, and I stopped communicating with family and friends because I realized that they was all on demon time, that's when my energy was able to pull back. However, when it comes to Ye, that other part of me, that spirit, was still connected to him. So if not mistaken, some time ago I told y'all that there was a point where I had to figure out who was the real, like in the Eminem song, who's the real Slim Shady. That's kind of how it was. I had to figure out who was the real Ye or Kanye. So I had to go through that process with him because, excuse me, as I told y'all, he represent himself and he also represent God. So I had to decipher the God spirit out of him to know that, okay, which one is I'm really communicating with. And the one that I'm connected to is Ye's spirit. And God, I had to pull that out. That's the Father, but it was on a demon time. Okay? Go back to the other videos, you know what I'm talking about. However, I didn't realize that I had the same issue within me until today. So when I went back, like I think it was last night or this morning, I can't remember, but I ended up looking at one of my old videos that was like a month ago. And it was like some words in it. And I noticed how in that video, I barely went to say the words. It was cursing words. But then now I'm like, I'm shooting the words out like it ain't nothing. And so I started thinking about a couple of different things that was going on with me. I'm like, okay, I understand I got to present stuff. But I'm also noticing that I'm cursing way more than normal. I'm talking sexual way more than normal. Like, I get it. These are thoughts. These are things. But we are entitled to say things, and we are entitled to hold things, you know. So there was things that I held, but I'm starting to notice that, okay, my communication skills is getting a little bit vulgar, more than normal. And I also go based off the energy of the people that I can feel when I do videos. Even though the videos are not out yet, my spirit's in the future, so I can tell. So I just noticed my personality on certain things, and even telepathically when it comes to Ye, I noticed that when I talk to him, I'm cursing at him, not cursing at him like disrespectful. It's my communication. It's like, dog, I'm sound like a sailor. Like, I'm sound like a whole dude or whatever. And I'm like, that's not how I want to present something. If I'm communicating, I don't want to be like that. And then also, there's times when I can tell he's charming my spirit around the people he hanging around. And the way I'm talking, I'm like, I want to talk around no dudes like this. And, you know, sometimes it come off sexual. And I'm like, I want to know me talking like that, because I got respect. So that brings me to this moment. The reason, hold on a second. The reason why it's been like that, because that spirit that's broken is still connected to Ye. So that part of me, that spirit that was corrupted, because these elites was torturing me so much and torturing that part of my spirit so much, when it came through this awakening, it mimicked me. So what I mean by mimic me is this. When I came through my awakening, it came through the awakening being innocent and nice and sweet, like it doesn't do no wrong. But then I started noticing something when it came to Ye. There are so many times he would be like, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. But the next minute he doesn't. And I'd be like, something off. But it was because my spirit was playing both sides. It would come on this side and make me think that everything is cool, but then go on that side and do the opposite with him. And I started wondering, why is it that when he's with me, I be feeling off sometimes, where I'm kind of confused with the vibes. Like, I think I said another video about, I'm not sure if I said it direct. No, this was private video to him directly. But sometimes I get thoughts about other guys and stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't thinking about nobody else. It's my spirit playing mind tricks on me. And lately, I've been hearing a lot of negative comments and remarks. It's because my spirit is playing tricks on me. It's pretending like it's happy 1 minute, but it's playing mind games. And that's what it's been doing. And the only way it's been able to do that is because it's still connected to him. So I had to send him a message through video that was just to him and let him know that, hey, this is not me. That's that other spirit. You still connected to it, and that's why you're confused. That's why you keep channeling people over into my reality, to sit back and watch me through the spirit, to see that I'm not this hateful person, that I'm very quiet, I'm to myself, and I'm on my business. So whenever that spirit comes into you, now they understand, like, something is off. Why when that spirit come in, it comes hateful, it sounds mean, it sounds angry? It's because it's that spirit that been tortured. That's not me. That's the old spirit. He has to disconnect from it. So, as I told y'all, there are videos out here where he snaps. And I tell you, this is me. Yes, it's me. But it's not what I say. It's not what I say, it's how I say it. See, the words are right, but the interpretation of it is very evil. That's not me. That's the other part of me. That's that spirit that I had to release. So, yeah, somebody say something hateful to him or disrespect him, I'll say something. But the way it comes off is that other spirit is pissed. And it's attacking instead of communicating. Okay? When I talk to y'all and I present stuff, I don't attack you. I communicate it. So I need y'all to understand, yes, there's going to be some confusions, but I will explain and elaborate another day. But yes, when the videos that I stated that was me talking, it's me as my words, but not me as my actions. So he did try to give me a heads up about it about a month ago through somebody else. He tried to tell me through scriptures. And he tried to tell me through scriptures what was going on. but I didn't catch on to it because I have so many people that's against me. I didn't realize that my spirit was attacking me too. So that's the reason why I'm letting y'all know. So I apologize for how some of the things come off. This journey is not, like I said, it's not easy, but I'm making it easy. Hold on, boy, please get up. Nothing, get up. But yeah, so y'all gonna see variations on me. Don't get me wrong. The stuff that I say is how I feel. Everything I say is how I feel, but it's the way I say certain things. Sometimes I might be a little bit more direct than others. However, I need to make sure that my energy is being equated around the board. In some situations, yeah, I have to show tough love, so I have to come a little bit harder than more other times. But it's just a process I have to get through. Like I said, that spirit was messing with me through him. So I think I told y'all that I be hearing voices. I can hear his voice. It is the people that, like, the voice that I can hear is his. And I can hear people, like, saying, pleading for help. So the people that are on that demon time, they are going through their karma right now. So it is, what I'm hearing is the people. However, it was his spirit, his voice, but it was my spirit controlling it at the same time. Now, let me explain something. When it comes to this crazy chaotic stuff that y'all been doing, that's been y'all, okay? That's 100% y'all doing. But the part where y'all recently been, like, attacking me as, like, pictures y'all been posting, videos y'all been posting that, like, clowning me and stuff, that's my spirit that been trying to get on my nerve. My spirit been trying, like, y'all been trying to stop the situation, but my spirit been going out here to pull more truths out of y'all to irritate me on purpose. And it was doing it because what it was trying to do is, it was trying to take over me. And what was going on is, it needed me to, that part of my spirit needed me to be submissive. In order to do it, it had to break me down. So this morning I saw a bunch of stuff going on in the world. Like, I think I saw, like, an earthquake where people died, and it was a lot of stuff. And I started crying, y'all. I cried. I literally cried. Like, I was like, I'm done with this place, because there's just so much demonic stuff going on. Because that earthquake wasn't a regular earthquake. It was triggered by someone. Somebody did something and caused that earthquake to happen, and all those people died. And it made me feel some type of way. I was like, I am tired of this place. I sound tired. I can't stand it. I was ready to leave. I was like, man, y'all can come. Shucks, y'all take me now. And I know y'all probably like, but you got kids and stuff. But I was like, in my head, I was like, I feel like by my presence being here, these folks is attacking me. It's like I'm making it harder for my kids, trying to do what's right. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I never hurt anybody. I never maliciously hurt anybody. I always try to love everybody, be there for everyone. And every time I turn around, the more I'm trying to fight for what's right, the more hateful stuff going on in the world. And I was like, man, I'm over it. I was like, man, God, just y'all come take me down. That's how I felt. So, I allow myself to go through that emotion. And what I do, I can self-heal myself. So I allow myself to go through that emotion. And in the midst of all of that, I could feel spirits coming inside of me. Because what was going on before that happened, I was sitting there, I was fighting myself on the inside. Literally, like beating myself up to the point on the outside, my body felt like I was in a fight. And that was the spirit that I created, the good spirit. Literally fighting, because I'm like, why am I still stuck in this situation? I'm dealing with people that don't like me, that don't love me, they only want me for money. I got all these other people doing this and that, and I'm still stuck in this situation, and I'm ready to get up out of the situation, but I can't because of something's going on. Something's not right. And so I'm fighting myself. So when I saw that stuff, it just broke me. So I allowed myself to go through the motion. And once I broke down crying real hard, out of nowhere, 2 spirits try to come into my body. 2. And what they did when they came in, my body, like my spirit was fighting still, and it was fighting him like something. You ain't coming in while I'm going through something. If you gonna come in, you come in when I'm in a happy moment. If you real, but if you coming to me while I'm in a down moment, something ain't right with this picture. At that moment, that's when I found out that other side of my spirit was setting me up. It was trying to put 2 demonic spirits inside of me so I can transfer over. How I figured all of this out was off of one song. A song. In Ye's song, or at the time it says Kanye West, the song Power. That song is how I figured it out, that my spirit was setting me up. And how I figured it setting me up is the eyes. The eyes, I know it's not a real picture, but the eyes are. And when I saw the eyes, I was like, that's not Ye's eyes. They're not his eyes. If you look at the eyes, they look like revenge. It don't look like I'm in power, I'm happy in power. It look like I'm in revenge. That's when I knew that if I would allow these 2 spirits to take over, and Ye did decide to come to me, those spirits would have took over him. And then I would be able to control him. And I would have been controlling the world on a demonic side. We ain't about to have that. We ain't about to start all over again. Okay? It ain't that serious for me. So, when I figured that out, that's when I communicated with him through video, so he can know through video by seeing me through the video, because they tap my phones. He can see my face and know, like, this is real. This is real, okay? We need to let this go. So, the reason why I'm telling the world, because I need y'all to know this. Y'all, people that want this energy, people want to go through the process I'm going through, a lot of y'all would have been destroyed long time ago. Long time ago. So all I ask y'all is respect me through this process. That's why I talk about everything as it goes, so you can see the progress, so you can see the transition, so you can see the ups and downs, or how he say the highs and lows, so you can see what's going on, so you can take, use your own judgment. It's not that I'm forcing anything on y'all or trying to pretend to be something I'm not. Like I said, I don't care about titles. I care about the message. And long the message is getting through to you, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, either y'all believe me or you don't. I just pray that you do accept the messages, because that does help you. When it comes to who I am as a person, if you don't like that, that's fine by me. As long as you take the messages in to better yourselves. But I need y'all to understand that I am still going through transitions where I'm, figuring me out even more. However, I truly believe now, once he take that spirit out, everything should flow like it's supposed to. I'm not here for to have no demonic world. I'm here for to have a prosperous world, for everyone to love each other and do what's right. We all can agree to disagree, but long we on the right path, that's all that matters. So, if there's any confusion, that's what it was. I was confused too. I didn't realize that I was going to have to fight myself. I didn't know. I didn't realize there was a demonic spirit that was formed inside of me. So again, when it comes to what these people have done to y'all in the world, that's not me. My spirit was trying to do payback in another form, but we don't need to pay. We don't need to fight fire with fire. All it's going to do is cause a blaze, and then that means everybody get burned. So I had to tell that spirit, you got to go. Because you got to realize one thing in this world. You have to fix yourself before you get super broken. And that spirit was broken so much that the pieces are too tiny for me to even put together. See, that spirit had plenty of opportunity to heal itself and do what it needed to do. But that spirit was stuck in old ways. That spirit was stuck in the way how Jesus, the Bible form was, and that's why it became demonic. That's why the end of the Bible was the way it was, because they knew if they would break that spirit down far enough, that's where it would have ended. But thank God that I caught on to it a long time ago. See, when coming into this situation, they didn't know that who I was as a person was going to be able to overtake the spirit that was within me. They thought that I was a weak person. They thought that I wouldn't understand anything because I was a quiet person. But being quiet was my super weapon. Being quiet was my super weapon. And people took it as something was wrong with me. I just was an observer. I just paid attention to details. And because of that, that's how I was able to destroy the most demonic demon in history. Yeah. See, there was one demon out there. But y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all was creating the most demonic demon, which would have been me. Yeah, because of my spiritual gifts and stuff. Y'all didn't know who I was at first, but later on y'all caught on. And when y'all did, y'all was like, if we can make her meaner and madder, then we gonna have all the control. Right? Right. But the love that I had within me was strong enough to overpower all of that. So y'all lost. So I became more powerful than the most demonic spirit in history. Off of one thing, love. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.